Bathed in the golden light of a perfect day, Mira and Coco stand before the majestic Miezwill Museum, their laughter echoing in the tranquil air. Mira reflects on a day filled with deceptive promise. It was one of those sunny days where you think, nothing can go wrong. She recalls her carefree rendezvous. I had closed my flower shop and met Coco in front of the big old museum of Miezwill. An intriguing invitation beckons. A new exhibition had just opened. Mysteries of the Ancient World. Coco and Mira wander through the museum exhibit, surrounded by glass cases filled with silent, ancient artifacts. Coco's eyes widen with playful fear. I heard there's a real artifact with a curse. Imagine what would happen if someone touched it. Mira dismisses the superstition with a light chuckle, agreeing to explore. Coco, you believe everything. But all right, let's go in and sniff around a bit of history. They pause before a glass case, its contents whispering tales of bygone eras. The artifacts sit silently, each holding stories of forgotten times. The Miezwill Museum's exhibit hall is filled with the scent of aged paper and the promise of untold stories. Mira's voice echoes. Inside, it smelled like old books and adventure. Between knight's armor and Egyptian statues, we quickly noticed an empty display case. Coco and Mira stand before an empty display case. The velvet lining of the empty display case stands out against the polished wood. In the hushed exhibit hall, Herr Borston shuffles forward, his kind eyes betraying a worried frown. Herr Borston approaches Coco and Mira with grave news. Oh, hello you two. Unfortunately, the main piece of the exhibition, well, has disappeared without a trace. Coco's eyes widen in alarm. What? The cursed artifact? Mira interjects, her mind already racing. Just a moment. Who was here last? Herr Borston adjusts his glasses, his eyes darting around the silent exhibit hall, a sense of solitude enveloping him. He murmurs, only me, and the intern Susie. But she suddenly went home, very pale in the face. Mira's voice echoes, Coco and I simply couldn't resist. Our detective spirit was awakened. She continues, her tone filled with anticipation. We asked Herr Borston to guide us through the museum. Herr Borston nods, a slight smile forming as he prepares to lead the way. The adventure begins, the museum's secrets ready to be unraveled. In the dimly lit archive room of the Miezwill Museum, Mira and Coco find themselves surrounded by towering shelves. Dust motes dance in the faint sunlight, highlighting the smell of aged paper and forgotten stories. Coco, eyes widening, exclaims, Do you see that? A map with a red X exactly in the basement of the museum. Mira, equally intrigued, responds, And look here, traces of mud. Someone was down there, recently. The realization hangs heavy in the air as they understand the implications of their discovery. The weight of forgotten stories and hidden secrets presses in on them. Mira and Coco tentatively make their way down the old wooden stairs, each step echoing in the musty air. The stairs protest with each footfall, their ancient wood groaning under the weight of the two figures. It creaked with every step. The basement was dark, only our flashlights cast light on dusty shelves. Beams of light cut through the darkness, revealing motes of dust dancing in the air and the silhouettes of forgotten shelves. In the depths of the Miezwill Museum's basement, Mira and Coco confront an enigma, the air thick with anticipation. Before them, a locker stands ajar, a beacon of otherworldly light emanating from within. Ethereal shadows dance, painting the cold stone walls with strokes of mystery. Mira's voice cuts through the silence, her curiosity and concern intertwined. There it is. But why did someone hide it here? And why is it glowing? The question hangs heavy in the air, unanswered, as the artifact continues to pulse with its mysterious light. The heavy door crashes shut, its echo shaking the very foundations of the cold, stone basement. In the distance, footsteps begin to approach, each one cutting through the suspenseful silence. The footsteps grow louder, hinting at an unknown presence lurking in the shadows. The silence is broken only by the increasing sound of footsteps approaching. The suspense builds with each echoing step. In the dim basement of the Miezwill Museum, a figure emerges from the darkness. Mira's voice echoes, tinged with confusion. Someone stepped out of the shadows, Susie! A palpable shift, something is unsettlingly different about Susie. Mira reflects, her voice heavy with unease. She didn't seem like herself at all. Susie remains motionless, a silent enigma in the museum's depths. In the dimly lit basement of the Miezwill Museum, dust swirls in the air, heavy with the scent of age. Susie, eyes wide with a strange intensity, whispers, I had to touch it. It spoke, it tells me what to do. Coco, her face etched with fear, cries out, The artifact is cursed. We have to put it back before it gets worse. The heavy silence descends again, broken only by the echoes of their desperate pleas, as the basement holds its breath. Beneath the cold fluorescent glow, shadows stretch and swirl, mirroring the uncertainty that fills the air of the museum basement. Mira stands, her face etched with worry, a silent plea in her eyes as she faces Susie. The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy between them, amplifying the palpable tension. Mira's voice cuts through the silence, a blend of hope and desperation. Susie, you can overcome this. Her plea intensifies a raw and earnest appeal. Give it to me, please. The moment hangs in the balance, the cold light reflecting off the tense faces of Mira and Susie as the weight of their decision looms large. Susie stands, her body racked with tremors, yet a fierce resolve burns in her eyes. With a trembling hand, Susie offers the artifact to Mira, a silent plea in her eyes. Mira carefully accepts the artifact, her expression a mask of concentration. As Mira returns the artifact to its place, the room's eerie glow fades, banished by her touch. Susie trembled, but then she handed me the artifact. As I put it back in the display case, the glowing stopped. A gentle breeze whispers through the basement of the Miezwill Museum, dancing with dust motes in the dim light. The wind stirs the dust, creating fleeting patterns of light and shadow across the aged floor. The wind dies down, and the dust settles, restoring a sense of stillness to the basement. An atmosphere of calm descends upon the basement. Herr Borston bursts into the dimly lit basement, his face etched with a mixture of panic and urgency. Relief floods his features as his eyes dart across the room, finally settling on a point of focus. A sigh of relief escapes his lips as he realizes his trust was not misplaced. With heartfelt gratitude, Herr Borston exclaims, "You saved it. I knew I could trust you." As dusk descends, Mira and Coco emerge from the Miezwill Museum, the setting sun painting the stone facade in a warm, inviting glow. Coco turns to Mira, her curiosity piqued. "Tell me, is every day with you so adventurous?" The museum looms behind them, its warm light a stark contrast to the encroaching shadows of the evening. Mira pauses, a hint of mystery in her eyes as she considers Coco's question amidst the fading light. Bathed in the gentle afternoon sun, the majestic Miezwill Museum forms an awe-inspiring backdrop. Mira returns Coco's smile, her eyes sparkling with heartfelt affection. With a tender smile, Mira murmurs softly, "Only in Miezwill, Coco." Her voice laced with wonder, she repeats, "Only in Miezwill." The afternoon light seems to embrace them both as they share this special moment. In her studio, Mira's bright eyes catch the light as she prepares to record. Mira smiles warmly, ready to connect with her audience. With a playful glint in her eyes, Mira begins, "Well, would you have dared to bring the artifact back?" Her question hangs in the air, inviting her viewers into a world of daring and mystery. The studio lights reflect in her eyes, capturing the spark of creativity and adventure. Bathed in the radiant glow of her studio, Mira commands attention. She gestures with infectious energy, ready to connect with her audience. Mira leans forward, her voice filled with enthusiasm as she urges, "Then write it to me in the comments and give the video a thumbs up." Her eyes sparkle with anticipation, eager for the dialogue to begin. In her vibrant studio, Mira's smile lights up the room as she concludes her video. Her enthusiasm palpable, she reminds her viewers, "And hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any adventure in Miezwill." The studio buzzes with creative energy, reflecting Mira's passion for her work. Her eyes sparkle with excitement as she anticipates sharing more adventures. She gestures warmly, inviting her audience to join her on future journeys. With a final radiant smile, Mira wraps up, leaving her viewers eager for what's next. In her studio, Mira offers a warm greeting to the camera. Her eyes sparkle with a lively spirit as she gestures. The natural light of day catches the joy in her expression. Her studio, bathed in sunshine, becomes a stage for her cheerful greeting. Each wave exudes an invitation into her creative world. The screen illuminates with a detailed graphic of the Miezwill Museum, its architecture imposing against the daylight. The museum's entrance is prominently featured, suggesting a gateway to art and history. Sunlight bathes the graphic, accentuating the textures and details of the Miezwill Museum. The Miezwill Museum stands as a silent monument, its image dominating the scene. The graphic highlights the museum's intricate design, inviting viewers into its world. The screen showcases the grandeur of the Miezwill Museum, setting the stage for exploration. The video fades, giving way to a screen filled with symbols of connection. Social media icons burst forth, beckoning viewers into Mira's digital embrace. Words cascade across the screen, a digital siren song urging viewers to engage. The promise of more content hangs in the air, a tempting glimpse into Mira's world. The screen glows, a beacon in the digital night, inviting endless exploration. The final invitation lingers, a soft whisper to join Mira on her creative journey. The Miezwill Museum looms under the cloak of night, its ancient stones whispering tales of times long past. Shadows dance across the museum's facade, each flicker hinting at mysteries concealed within its walls. A silent sentinel, the museum guards its secrets as the night deepens, its antiquity a stark contrast to the modern world. The air is thick with intrigue as the museum's aged stones seem to pulse with untold stories. Under the watchful eyes of history, the Miezwill Museum stands as a gateway to forgotten realms and hidden truths. The Miezwill Museum sleeps, its exhibit hall plunged into darkness, awaiting the secrets the night may reveal, a silent vigil over history. The camera glides across the darkened exhibit hall, each artifact holding its breath. The camera pauses, drawn to the artifact's display case, a beacon of stillness in the nocturnal quiet. Within its confines, the returned artifact rests, a silent sentinel of forgotten lore. The artifact is now still and silent, its mysteries veiled in the quiet of the night.